Hello, so today we are going to learn how to draw a basic technical drawing. The equipment you will need is an eraser, a pencil, mechanical pencil would be best, a ruler, your figure template, and a bank layout piece of paper. To start our technical, we need to fold our bank layout paper in half, like this, and then we need to take the top layer and we need to fold that in half again. So that we get a nice page that's split in half on one and fine on the other half. We then want to take our template and line it up the center of our template with the center of our bank layout page crease. Now I always put a bulldog clip on my page because I like to make sure that it stays in place. However, that's just a personal preference. We then are going to draw a center front line, just so we can keep coming back to that. So if our page does move, we've got a nice clear datum point. Once we have set up our page, we're ready to draw. So the first things we need to do is we need to identify the key areas on the template that are going to help us with our proportion. So for our skirt, our waist is really important, our crotch is really important, and our knee is really important. So we can see now we've got the key points. We want to firstly put the outline and silhouette of the garment. So I'm going to start with the center front of the skirt. Now our skirt today has a yoke, which means that the center front is slightly lower than the side seam. So I'm going to place my side seam at the true hip point and drop the center front slightly. You'll notice I'm just placing points at this point. So we want to then use our crotch point and our knee to work out our proportion for our hemline, and using the same curve from our waist, I'm going to place in the point for our actual hem. We then need to draw out our skirt, so I place in my waist and I want to place in my hem. And then we need to add in our side seam. What we have to remember with our side seam is we don't follow the template exactly. We need to fit into the garment, which means that the garment has a little bit of body ease, so we need to sit slightly outside the template and follow that down to the hip point. And because our skirt flares out at this point, I'm then going to continue that line straight down. So we have our basic silhouette, and now we need to add in our yoke. So again, looking at our proportion, we can place in our yoke point and then place in our yoke seam. And this is our first half of our skirt.